City Hall commenced an amnesty for defaulting property owners, and this includes government, commercial, and residential, on their rates and taxes owed to City Hall. City Mayor Alfred Mentor said the amnesty is aimed at raising sufficient funds to pay the outstanding PAYE owed to the Guyana Revenue Authority by City Hall.
Well, particularly, we looked at it from, like I said, an amnesty perspective, but we are also looking at it as a project because there are a number of properties that we've identified and recognized that have a particular challenge, and those properties are in the where the oil and gas people operate, where the shore base is at Houston. We have all the details on those properties, and we are working to be able to treat with it as a special project so we could get those monies in. But while we do that, persons outside of that, businesses, residents, and domestic dwellers as well, who have outstanding indebtedness as it relates to demand, but also outstanding indebtedness as it relates to interest. And really and truly, what we try to do is to be able to treat with the interest, but the persons as it relates to the demand will have to honor that. So that is what we're working on, and that's what we're treating with to be able to get those monies in. Ideally, is millions, at least $1.9 billion there's outstanding in relation to government, and there's also corporate people, and there's also domestic amongst that we have outstanding, and we're hoping to get at, because what we have outstanding for the GRA, which is principal and interest, is about 1.4 billion. But they were willing to forgive the interest, and we will also willing to forgive the interest to domestic, corporate, and other industrial people who has outstanding indebtedness.
According to Mentor, City Hall is hoping to get its fair share.
I really can't say how much. We're now working out the details in relation to it, but I gather from when I look at it and the properties that happen to be there, and the lay-down yards and other, it's hundreds of acres of lands that were sold. Land carry a different price, especially if it's just lay-down yard. There's a 400% interest rate on those kind of things. A lot of those properties were acquired between 2011 to 2023. So there's a number of persons there who haven't come under the grid, or the rates and tax grid, and we want to get them under the grid. We don't want to get into a big spat about it, but we want to get them to pay their obligation. And we know the oil and gas people have very deep pockets, and we want to get our share so we could be able to address the number of things within the city of Georgetown.
Over the years, City Hall has been cash-strapped and has been unable to broaden its revenue base.